I'm here this morning with Regan Jensen from Algona, probably one of my favorite schools that I get to wrestle throughout the year. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not bad. You are a busy person. I've been trying to get you on for a while. Let's talk about your summer. Uh, you
Yeah.
started out AAU State. You what place did you end up getting at AAU State first at 155? Is that right?
No, I got third.
You got third? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then you're in the process of kind of you're in that in between. Am I gonna stay at 155 or 170? And you chose to go 170 for the Florida trip. How'd that go for you?
It went a lot better than if I would have gone at 155. I was just a lot stronger and a lot more confident at 170, and it was just a lot more fun overall.
Yeah, losing weight is no fun at all, ever.
No.
I'm wearing your colors, right?
Yes.
So how was the coaching staff of Joe and Alana? Probably two of my
Oh,
favorite people.
yes. They're always amazing. I love them so much. And whenever I get to be on a team for them, I got to wrestle for Joe for Twin Rivers. And then just this past weekend at Junior Olympics, I wrestled for her. It's just always a lot of fun with her because she knows a lot of wrestling, but she can also have fun with it. So,
Oh yeah, those were some really killer singlets this weekend.
oh yeah.
Which was your favorite, the Clifford or the Bluey?
The Bluey, definitely.
I'm a big Bluey fan. I have grandkids, so we watch Bluey
Yes.
a lot. I love Bluey. Also this year, Fargo. How did you finish at USA State?
I got first at state.
First, okay.
Yes, which was kind of surprising for me because I was going into it and I was like, man, I hope I win a match because that was like my first freestyle thing. And then I went in and I got first surprisingly. And so,
And was that U16?
yes. Hmm.
Yes, because it's amazing. It seems like you've been around forever, but you're only sophomore going into your junior year. So that's crazy. How was your experience at Fargo?
It was surprising because same thing with AAU State. I was like, man, I hope I win a match. I hope I don't go 0 and 2. And then I realized, wait, I can actually do well here. Like I belong here. And it just really changed my mindset. Like I put a lot of pressure on myself and it just made me think like I wrestle better when I don't think about, oh, well, I need to do this and this. I just wrestle better when I have fun. So,
Yeah, and that's the biggest stage.
mhm.
Absolutely the biggest stage. How did you end up? I'm sorry, I honestly didn't look it up. You,
I got fourth.
that's what I thought. I
Yes.
knew you had All American. I just couldn't remember where you All American at. Um, so this was a USA State, and then Fargo's really your first freestyle experience, right? And then
Mhm.
Junior Olympics after that. Uh, what's your thoughts on freestyle? Are
It's
you
so much
absolutely
better.
so much better?
Yes,
Are you
like I think
is
that
that down your worst position?
yes. Don't tell people that.
Well, I mean, that's not a secret for a lot of people. You
Yeah.
know, that's one of the toughest positions. So yeah, freestyle opens that all up. How was in folk style, we're always control, right? We have to have control. We're always, behind armpits. We're finishing takedowns. How have you transitioned to now exposure being the important part?
Um, I've had to be really careful with my scrambling because I like to scramble sometimes, but I've had to rein that in and also just I get into underhooks a lot because a
Uh-huh.
lot of girls at my weight like to throw, and I've been kind of inexperienced in that, so that really helped me with my folk style. So then I learned what what's safe to be in and what's not, and it's really helped my like throwing and my positions there.
Very nice. And you're headed off. Where are you going to? You're going to a camp here next week. Where are you headed off to?
I'm going to Odin, Minnesota because it's a thorn camp. It's a 5-day intensive camp. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Have you gone to that camp before?
No, I have never gone, but he used to come down to Algona to run practices, I think like twice a week last fall. So he invited me to go up to Minnesota this summer. So I was like, Sure.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about Algona and your seasons and stuff. Algona has just I've watched the dual team grow over the last 4 years because you guys come down and it's a nice happy meeting place a couple times a year at Ridgeview because there's teams that kind of you come from the farther north and we bring some from the west and it's just a really cool place to have a duels. But I've watched the Algona team grow and as it's gotten better. The last 2 years, your dual team has been amazing. And you really only lost one person off of your varsity team last year. What's the expectations for? I mean, I know you don't want to jump ahead of time, but man, I look at the dual team tournament and I see Algona being one of the top, whether you're 1A or 2A, because I know you're kind of you're on that bubble. Depends on some numbers and where people end up going. What's your thoughts on the dual team tournament this next year?
Um, I think we're all the girls are just trying to chase a state title, and just looking at the summer stuff that all the girls have been doing, we just really are hungry for that win, and I don't know, hopefully it goes well.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Like we talked before it started, and unless the bus goes in the ditch somewhere and gets stuck, I think we're going to see you down in Coralville. That's
Yes,
going to be really
hopefully.
cool. And I love watching how your team has come up. And I changed some things after wrestling you guys. I changed some of my thought process. So good teams help me grow also. So that's been really cool. But you as a freshman, I looked it up. You had about 40 wins, and you got seventh at was it 155? Or
Yes.
yes, so 155. You got seventh, and then this last year, you end up getting second in state. 48 wins, three losses. Um, just amazing season. How did you make that jump? I mean, where's that jump come from? Because that's a big leap from seventh to state final.
Yeah, there's a couple of factors that go into that. One of them is summer wrestling. Like I went down to Florida with you guys, my freshman year going into sophomore year, and I just every single day I was in the room working, drilling my takedowns, really refining my techniques and skills. And then also going into my sophomore year, I had to think about cutting weight smartly because my freshman year I was not strong, I wasn't fast, I was cutting weight wrong. And sophomore year, I really honed in on my nutrition and just working hard in the room every single day. So,
There's going to be a little bit of a switch this next year in body composition. I don't know if your team's talked about this or not, going from 12%, which is absolutely too low for girls, to that 19%, which I think is almost maybe just a step too high. College is 17%, but we'll see how I'm sure they'll adjust that as things go. What have you thought about the 19%? I don't know, even moving up a weight class, you're probably going to be somewhere near that 19-20% uh, body fat percentage, So what's your thoughts on maybe managing weight differently?
um, I've learned personally through experiences that it's always smart to do it the right way. And you may think like, well, I'm only going to do this once. I'm not going to eat for a few days and it'll be fine. It's like, no, real athletes, I mean, we need fuel, we need water, and that is what helps you wrestle well. And touching on the 19%, that might be a little bit of a problem because I know a lot of girls who are like absolutely jacked in the state of Iowa
Yeah.
who
Oh yeah.
are maybe below it. And I mean, 12% is way too low, but
Yeah.
19 might be a little bit too high, as you said.
Yeah, I actually I brought my scale down to one of the Grandview practices and had a few girls step on it, and we were, well, my Lauren Signer who wrestles for me,
Yeah.
she hopped on it, and she was weighing like right at 110, 111, and that's where she planned on wrestling, and she was like 19.5% body fat, and I was like, yep, you can't go down to 105 this year. It won't. That's just not going to happen and stuff. So I think you're going to see a lot of people come up one weight class. at least
Hmm.
one weight class, maybe more. So yeah, that's the biggest rule change. The other rule change this year is supposed to be if we go out of bounds on our feet, there's going to be a stall call one way or the other. How do you think that? Have you talked about has your coach talked about that rule or not?
No, he hasn't, but I like
Yeah.
that rule.
Yeah, so it's either gonna like the college rule, if there's no significant action as you go out of bounds, someone's getting called for stalling, whether that's a straight arm push out, we don't want to do that, or if you're just backing off, there's supposed to be a stall call. So that kind of getting a little closer to freestyle. At least
Mhm.
there's a penalty for stepping out. How did you like the step out in freestyle, and how does that change the way you wrestle?
I liked it a lot because I mean, it's just much more easier to score for me because I'm usually very aware of like things happening around me while I wrestle, whether it's like my coach talking to me or where I am at the mat. So it was nice to get that extra point, because you can win and it's like 3-2 or whatever in the end, and it's like, well, that push out was really worth it. So,
Oh yeah. Um, you talked about coaches. I've known Saturn for a lot of years now. What a great guy. He used to come down to BV and help out with our, I don't know if it was down or over because he was in Humboldt and now he's, up in Algona.
mhm.
But uh, just a great coach. I always forget what's your head coach's name?
Jake Adams.
Jake Adams. I don't know why I need to write that down because we get along so well. I really like him. What is that coaching team? And then you got Nikki Roof too in the
Mhm.
room. That group of people, how have they helped you like progress Algona and yourself?
Yeah, I mean, we would not be where we are without them. They are truly like the best coach I have ever had. Um, and we also have the middle school coach, girls coach who helps me out over the summer, Mr. Yi. He really helps me too. And they're always just so supportive and like they know when to push you hard. I mean, there's a time and place when you need to be pushed hard, but there's also a time and place where your body needs to recover. So they know that line really well, and like no matter what, they're always like proud and supportive of you. So they're really great.
You said Coach G. Has he been coach at Algona for quite a while?
A long time, yes.
Okay, I met him at the very first IWCOA before sanctioning in Waverly.
Mhm.
I've had some good conversations with him over the years. Great coaching staff, super neat people. I love how Jake always wears his little bow tie
Yes.
I don't does he always wear that at duels?
Yes, they always dress up for it.
Nice. I dress for duels too. It's kind of that old school thought, I guess. It's important. And then dressing for state finals and our state place winning matches, I think is also an important thing. Um, the facilities at Algona, and I'm going to have you, if you don't already have some pictures, you got a week or so before we're going to have your interview on. I want you to go take some pictures. I've only heard about this facility that you guys have. What is that facility done for just all of Algona sports?
It's helped a lot. Our weight room is like probably the nicest weight room that we ever had, like maybe in the state of Iowa. There's tons of racks and there's like anything you would ever need for like any sport and any type of lifting. And our weightlifting coach, he's really good at showing us what to do for our sport and helping us get stronger. And the wrestling room is so nice. Like there's enough room for our boys team and our girls team to wrestle in there. And like there's probably some extra room. And we also have a couple of bikes, some ropes, and some weights. It's really nice.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to seeing some pictures of that. I do want to get up there sometime and maybe come up and see the facilities, maybe hang out before season because I think I'm going to make some trips and stuff before season. Let's go back. When did you start wrestling?
I started wrestling my eighth grade year, so it wasn't too long ago. But basically, my principal came up to me and he was like, "Reagan, you're a strong girl. You should be out for wrestling." And basketball wasn't really my thing, so I was just like, "Oh, I mean, I guess I'll try it." And it turned out, I mean, I fell in love with the sport. It's amazing.
So was there a point when you're like, you're starting it, and I'm sure you were like, oh man, I don't know about wrestling, but was there a point in time when you're like, man, I really love this sport, and there was a change from I'm trying it to I really want to do this sport.
I feel like my first hard practice, I was just like, I love this because I love doing hard things. Like easy things are not really my thing. I just like always going hard. I always like put 100% effort into things and I love pushing myself. So that's what wrestling is. I mean, you push yourself to the limits. So that's what I love about it.
And can you think of a moment this year? So we always talk about family and teams, and almost every team talks about that way. But it's really true within the sport of wrestling. But can you think of a time, a duel or a tournament where the whole team came together and it's like, yeah, this we are a family.
Um, Well, I would say like I mean, we always just get along. Like I've grown up with these girls and like we always help each other out in practices. But really, I would probably say the Mason City tournament, because that one's really tough. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I got second there, so it's tough. But I remember one of my friends, I think she was 145. She was she's getting picked on, and it was just we all just came together and we were all like, hey, don't mess with her. So I mean we just always have each other's backs, and even like our 100 pounder Mara,
Yep.
sometimes those little girls get a little scrappy. So
Yeah,
like
sure do.
we always just have each other's backs. Like we have Mara's back whenever those 100 pounders go a little hard. But yeah, we're always there for each other. So
Very good. Confidence in wrestling is such an important thing, such a
mhm.
huge thing. Is that something that you did? Is mindset a big part of maybe your practices, of things that you talk about at Algona?
Yeah. So before every single tournament, we usually, after a good practice, we just lay down and then we just close our eyes and just visualize our matches and visualize maybe if we're in a bad situation, how we're going to get out of that, how we're going to change our mindset. Like we even think about, oh, the crowd is cheering. Like imagine you're just about to step onto the mat. Just really just visualize your match. That definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, so you've already been through the match before it even starts, so you're not
Mhm.
that those nerves can have a tendency to go away. Um, After a tough loss, and you haven't had a lot this last year, but some after a tough loss, it's hard to come back and get ready for matches. What's something that you do to, be able to turn yourself around and come back for that next match?
Um, I just go and see my family because my family is very, very supportive, and I know that they'll love me no matter what. And I mean, go give my mom a hug or something, just get my mind off of it, play some calming music, and then just start thinking about what am I gonna do to get myself out of this? Like, what happened, happened. It's fine. And just think about my next match, how I can improve, and just calm down, basically.
Nice. You said call music. Do you have a pre-match ritual? That just
Yes.
do you uh do you mind telling us what you do before matches? I'll even tell you like mine, and mine was so simple and stuff, and it's crazy. And I've never been very flexible, but I if I could touch my toes, and I was always knew I was ready to go, but I'd have to shake my coach's hand. If I didn't shake my coach's hand, I was completely lost. It's so funny that little tiny thing, it was that flip that switch type of thing. What do you do to flip the switch?
So about like 30 minutes before my match, I'll just be listening to calming music. And then when I'm about to be up, I stand up, just calmly walk around. I'm not one of those girls who does sprints and heavy stance of motion and stuff because that just gets my nerves up really high. So I'll just walk around, do some stretches, and then I start playing some hype music and just getting my mind in the right spot. I usually know my opponent before I wrestle her, and I think about what she might do and what I would do to counter that, and think about all my moves and what I'm gonna do. Um, and then I'll usually just do a few jumps, knees to chest, stuff like that, and then just hop around, wait for my match. And I always pray the same thing because I mean, I wouldn't be able to be calm without doing that. and sometimes I even sing my songs out loud. I know that might be a little weird. People probably think I'm crazy, but it just really helps me get into the mood. So,
Okay, that's all right. We're wrestlers. We are just a little bit crazy anyway. So, um, what is something outside of wrestling that no one would probably expect about Reagan? Like maybe a hobby or something that you'd like to do.
I love art. I paint and I draw and I just love doing that.
What is your favorite medium of art? What do you like to do the most?
Probably paint. I made a huge like canvas of me getting my hand raised. That I really loved that. It was from the state tournament. And I also made one of Amit Alor, if you know her. I
Yes.
her at the Olympics. So yeah, I love that.
I'll give you another photograph assignment. Now you'll have to take pictures of that too, so I can share those, if you don't mind. I think that's I always
No, of
love
course.
that we have things away from the sport of wrestling. It's we talk about it a lot in our practices. It's what we do. It's not who we are, and so having
hmm
other things, it's super important. Um, Food, such an important, fun thing about wrestling. We all love it. It's our favorite thing in the world. After weigh-ins, what's your typical, let's like a Saturday weigh-in when you got 2 hours to get ready. What do you typically have?
Um, It depends on what weight I'm going at because if I'm going at 155, my stomach's not super used to a lot of food. So I'll probably just have like some rice cakes, some honey, and I always drink my black coffee and my creatine because 0 calories and it just really hypes me up, I guess.
Yeah.
And I always have my big jug of water with two packets of Element electrolytes. So but if I'm going 170, then I'll usually have something a little bit more heavy because my stomach's more used to food. I'll probably have like a bagel, an apple, um, some peanut butter maybe, and then just the same black coffee and water. So,
We'll probably have to, I'll try to remember that. I'll bring you a black coffee. I'm a black coffee person too.
oh
So
yeah.
that's, um, guilty pleasure food though. I love ice cream, man. I could eat ice cream every day of the week. Do you have something that you absolutely love and miss when we're doing those weight cuts?
Yeah, definitely ice cream. I love ice cream so much. Mint chip ice cream is the best.
You're a mint
After
chipper, huh?
tournaments,
Yeah.
after tournaments, I'll if I do good, then I'll have like a pint of ice cream. So,
Very nice. That's yeah, a pint of ice cream. There's nothing better than that. Did you get a chance to go downtown and when we were down in Lauderdale by the Sea? Because they got some really good ice cream places down there.
yes,
Did you?
I think I was actually with you when we went to go and get the ice cream.
Was that like maybe that last night we were out and about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
hmm
yeah. I
hmm
That was my only ice cream night. I was so sad. It was such a sad day for me. When you only have ice cream once on a trip, that's horrible. Uh, I have not been up to Algona for quite a while. I mean, it's been a long time. What's the best place to go out to eat up in Algona? Where's the family go out?
We always go to Cinco because it's just the best. They have like really good chips and salsa. That's what I
Ooh,
love.
all right. You got to have the chips and salsa before the meal. If
Yes.
you can go out, like when you're going to AAU and USA tournaments and you have to weigh in the night before, what's your favorite place to go out to eat?
I always go to Olive Garden
Olive
every
Garden.
single time.
I actually just had an interview yesterday with Ava Fab, and she said the exact same thing.
Yep.
Is it breadsticks and salad? Is that included too, or just the pasta?
I have the breadsticks and the salad, and then I'll have shrimp and chicken, like Alfredo basically. And
Uh-huh.
then I'll have a lot of Diet Coke, a whole lot.
Diet Coke person, that evens the calories out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to do some traveling with wrestling. You've got to go to Florida a couple of times. But is there a place like on your bucket list that you want to go when you get older, out of school, maybe a college trip or maybe with your family later on in life?
So a few years ago, my family and I went to Kenya because we have cousins who live there, and I definitely want to go back. We went on a safari and it was like really cool also to just see the people there. The people are so nice, so I would definitely want to go back there.
That is a very cool trip.
Yeah.
That's we might have to sit down and talk about that. I have not traveled much. All my vacations are all around a wrestling tournament. It's kind of sad almost. I just don't go anywhere unless we're wrestling.
hmm
Um, I know it's early. You know, you're going into your junior year, but have you thought about college yet?
Yeah, I definitely want to wrestle in college. I've been looking at like my options that align with what I want to do for my career. So, I've definitely been thinking about that.
What do you want to do for your career? What are your thoughts?
I would like to be a emergency veterinary specialist, so
Oh,
it'd definitely be pre-med or pre vet track.
pre-vet.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I
Mhm.
just got I don't want to say adopted because friend of Shay, you know, you've met Shay before.
Yeah.
Her dad raises bulldogs, and they
Ooh.
had one that was born with a heart murmur, and they can't sell it because you never know how long it's going to last. So
Mhm.
I vets are a big part of big part of our life right now because we got to figure out her meds and all this stuff. And it
Oh.
would be emergency stuff on her side. She's had a couple of little episodes, but she keeps
Mhm.
kicking. I just looked it up today. Bulldogs she's 4 months old basically this week. They're typically between 20 and 30 pounds. She just hit 12 pounds today. She's a
She's
runt.
little.
Yeah, she's a runt and everything, but she's a feisty little thing.
Oh.
Um, I'm guessing your team is involved heavily with the youth girls and
Mhm.
helping out. What do you hope that, I mean, your entire team can be an inspiration for that, the next generation of Algona girls wrestling coming up. But what do you hope that maybe your story shows them, tells them, inspires them to be like?
I just think I hope that they look at me and think that it doesn't matter like what time you start, it just matters how hard you work. Like if you give 100% effort every single time that you walk into that room, you're gonna be pretty good. But if I mean, you've been doing it for how long, but you don't really like care about it anymore, you're not gonna be all that good. So I just hope that they look at me and just learn like hard work pays off.
Love that. That is very true. And I don't think it's great to start young and have all that experience, but in my experience, girls learn so much quicker than the guys do. Are they accept coaching better than the guys?
hmm
So starting in seventh and eighth grade, you're really not that far behind. It's not that hard to catch up.
hmm
One of the hardest things I have to do on these interviews is coming up with a tagline. I don't know if you've ever seen, it's hard to narrow down something for each person. Do you have any ideas on what a tagline for Reagan would be?
Um, that's a
Quite
tough
honestly,
question.
what you just said is something that I got to figure. I If we could figure out a way to like, it doesn't matter when you start, right? It's how
hmm
hard, it's the effort you put in, how hard you work. I'm going to let you think about that. And if you think about something over the next week or so, I want you to
Okay.
let me know. But I'm going to try to keep something in that mind frame of the hard work. This, doesn't matter when you start. I like that. Doesn't matter when you start, maybe.
Yeah,
You
it's
you
true.
kind of you kind of help me out, and that's good. Um, Officiating or coaching. Have you thought about after being a vet? Obviously, that's going to be very demanding. But have you thought when things settle down? Have you thought about maybe coming back and being an official or coaching?
I would love to coach. Right now, since I'm kind of on the down end of wrestling, I've been trying to recover. I've just been coaching some of the younger girls, and I've learned that I really love it. So once everything that is kind of figured out when I'm older, then I would love to come back and coach.
That's awesome. Are you thinking is the Algona area kind of what you're thinking about, or you have absolutely no idea where you're going to end up?
I mean, maybe I don't really want to live in a city, so there's probably a good chance I'll come back here. So,
I don't blame you there at all. I don't want to live in a city either. Hate them. Hate the city. I do. It just drives me nuts. I get too nervous
Yes.
driving. Um, just a couple of things left before we'll be done. The term wrestle like a girl. What do you think it means to wrestle like a girl?
Um, I think like girls are just so tough. Like guys, I mean, guys are good, but like girls, you can just see like the resilience. I mean, there's a lot of people who are like, will look at me and be like, "Oh, you wrestle? You don't look like you wrestle." And then like I step out onto the mat and like you can be mean. I mean, like girls can do hard things. And I just think wrestling like a girl is what that means.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. You don't you if you saw you walking down the street, you'd be like, "Oh, what a nice looking young lady. I just she's so nice and polite." And then you go out and beat the crap out. You pull somebody's arm off and you hit them with it.
Hmm.
I mean, but that's a cool release or not really a cool thing for girls now because before it would, sit down and be quiet. That's what you're supposed to
Hmm.
do as a girl. And now you get to actually go out and be part of that, a physical, super physical activity. And you're seeing MMA. I don't more girls in MMA, more girls doing all those different things, combat sports, and you're right, hard things, and
Hmm.
and it's really cool to watch. Last thing I got for you, final thoughts for the day. Anything you'd like to say? The floor is yours.
Um, I would just like to say like uh I'm a Christian. I love Jesus and just like he's really helped me like get where I am. Everything I've said, it's not about me. It's all about him. Like he's given me all my opportunities. And I just really wanted to say like my faith in Jesus is how I've gotten here. So,
Very good. Well, thank you very, very much for doing this. I am going to
thanks for
have you
having
hold
me.
on for, I'm going to have you hold on just for a minute after because I want to kind of give you some assignments and we already got a couple assignments, but no, I appreciate it. It's been really fun getting to know you. I know the first year we met, I had to ask you 43 times, where do you wrestle at? But that's just my old age. But no, I don't think anybody is going to forget, the Regan Jensen wrestles at Algona after this next year. So
Yes.
really, really, really proud to watch your growth in the sport and excited to see where you and your team end up next year. So thank you much. I will
Thank
talk to you
you.
soon.